G'day. You find someone who looks perfect on paper. The interview goes well, you make the offer. 6 weeks later, you're wondering what went wrong and whether you'll ever get those 6 weeks back. Welcome to hiring in a small business. Let's know what's going on out there for SME owners when it comes to people. The skills shortage is real. The people you need don't seem to exist, or they're already employed somewhere else, or they want more than you could afford. Because you're not just competing with other local businesses, you're competing with the cities, the mines, the overseas opportunities. Hiring roulette. Great CV, solid references. 3 months in, it's clear something doesn't fit. Maybe they can't do the job. Maybe they can, but won't. Maybe they're technically fine, but toxic to everyone around them. Retention headaches. You invest 2 years developing someone. They're finally useful. Then they resign. You train them for someone else's business. Wage pressure. Everyone wants a pay rise. Not completely understandable. Few want more responsibility. The market sets expectations you can't always meet. Training time squeeze. Capability gaps are holding the business back, but you're too busy fighting fires to prevent them. We're too busy to get better becomes the permanent condition. Wobbly leadership. You promote your best technician into management. Turns out being excellent at the work doesn't mean being excellent at leading people who do the work. So here's what I've learned. Most of these problems start upstream. Hiring is reactive. Someone leaves, and then you need a replacement yesterday. There's no time to think about who you actually need. Retention efforts come too late. People don't leave on impulse. They leave after months of feeling overlooked. The exit interview, which I hope you're doing, reveals things you could have heard earlier. Training gets treated as an event instead of a system. A course here, a workshop there, but nothing consistent, nothing that compounds. Leadership development barely happens. People get promoted because they're good at their current role. Then they're left to figure out the new one all on their own. So what do? Get clear before you hire. What does success actually look like? What skills matter most? What kind of person thrives in your environment? Build retention into the everyday. Check in regularly. Ask what's working. Create paths for growth, even small ones. Recognition doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to be genuine. Make training a rhythm, not a one-off event. Weekly check-ins, monthly learning sessions, quarterly development reviews, small, consistent investments that pay off. Pair people for leadership before you promote them. Give them exposure to decisions while they still have a safety net. Accept that some people will leave anyway. Not every departure is a failure. The goal isn't to keep everyone forever. It's to be a good place where good people do good work while they're with you. Look, if people stuff is keeping you up at night, you're not doing it wrong. You're doing what every SME owner does. It's the hardest part of the job. This is part 2 of a series on the 100 challenges New Zealand business owners face every day. Subscribe if you want to follow along. If you'd like to talk any of this through, there's a link below. No pitch, just a conversation. Okay, cheers. See you next time.